What's up, folks? Welcome to the Fuck Yeah Polo podcast, episode 3, the Godfathers of Salt Lake City Polo. We got Danny, we got Chuck, and myself, Gabe. And so we're going to have a little chat. So how about let's just do a little bit of intros of how you got into Polo, maybe a little bit about yourself. So go for it, Dan.
No, you
go.
Please.
All right.
I played bike polo at a festival in West Virginia. It was grass polo. They just had mallets. Played them when it was, and then just came to Salt Lake. Saw a thing in the City Weekly. Chuck and the people played grass polo, so I showed up and started playing grass polo. And grass polo. Grass polo started dying out, then we started playing hardcourt. And then here we are today, playing hardcourt.
Yeah. How many years later?
What do we think?
You were probably the early mid-2000s. When did you move here?
98.
I think it was mid-2000s. So
Mid-2000s. All right, so 10 plus years.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, I'd say
15th anniversary.
Sure.
You hear that, folks? You can play polo forever. All right, Chuck. How about yourself?
I started playing polo back in high school, which was a long time ago. 92-ish. Grass polo. Introduced to it by my good friend Chris Lindbergh and his crew that had been playing grass polo. And back then, I mean, the technology we were playing with was like sledgehammers, and we were riding bikes that we cared about and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, probably 90, 92, started playing. Back in the early 90s, there was actually a decent grass polo scene in Salt Lake. Like, multiple shops had teams. And we started playing with some of those shop teams and realized that the mallet technology we were using was pretty caveman-ish. So we started adapting and making better mallets. And, we actually played with, well, there was a time there, like when we started playing, that we actually played in the winter, so we actually played on hardcourt just to be able to.
Oh, really?
Just to be able to keep playing with the snow. So we'd go play in parking lots and stuff and use the street hockey ball, but we were using our grass polo mallets.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
And it was super fast, and we were like, playing on asphalt's way too fast. We need to slow this down for some grass. So then played polo. I mean, polo was kind of like my A, it was good training for me back when I was racing mountain bikes, and B, after I stopped racing mountain bikes, it was my outlet for competitive play. So I played as much polo as I could back in the day.
Yeah.
Then kind of fast forward, Danny showed up probably 3 or 4 years before grass polo died in Salt Lake.
Okay.
And I mean, we'd have some big grass games where, like, we're talking like 5 on a side, and we didn't play any outs, and so it was like we were taking up the whole huge field over by Liberty that's just north of the pond there, and we'd play for 2.5 hours and be so tired we couldn't hardly ride to the car.
Right, sprinting on grass.
Yeah.
Definitely a workout.
So
We're getting tangled. Because what ball did you first start playing with the club mallet? Like,
Do you have enough time to talk
we
about the
played-
history?
We played with.
We're just doing an introduction.
We played with. I cannot remember. Like I think there was a grass polo ball that we played with back in the day.
Yeah.
But then we evolved through like the solid wiffle ball that's softball size. That one's pretty sweet until it gets too cold and it cracks like an egg.
I still have one of those.
I still have like 12 because we ordered a bunch and then grass polo died. And we've used the 0 size soccer ball for grass. That one works pretty well and can handle most any temperature.
Well, and that gave you a special rollover factor going like sprinting down the field at full speed and then you roll over it. It would take your wheel out so quickly that you
and it would break spokes like pretty easily. And I mean, grass polo was crazy, like sprinting down the field, and you never knew what the ball was gonna do. And so, like, how with hardcore, you have to hit it with the end of the mallet. Like grass polo, you just had to get it in the goal. Like whatever you hit it with, and it went in. That counted.
Yeah, I never tried to hit it with the tips.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it like kind of? Like
I mean,
wedge, right?
There's like a
one's
hitting
a wedge.
surface and a wedge surface.
Okay, yeah.
And then a
I mean,
flat.
I kind of played around with like creating wedge surfaces and stuff like that to get more loft on the ball and backswing loft.
And Stefano played then too. And he was
always tinkering
in the shop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
So then we started getting fewer and fewer players to grass, and then they were probably scared of Danny.
Okay.
I mean, no, probably weren't. No, it wasn't Danny. It was just life.
Yeah.
And like we were having, like if you can't get 3-on-3 on grass, it's pretty tough because that's a lot of pedaling around on grass that you don't want to do.
For sure.
The ball's not contained. So then actually people from out of town started moving in that knew something about hardcourt. We started hearing the rumblings of hardcourt. Stefano went to some. Did he go to tournaments or did he just go play?
No,
I think he just went to
Pittsburgh
play.
was playing at that time.
So around what time are we? Like 07 or 88 or?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because we figured 2019 was our 10-year anniversary of hardcourt.
That's right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. There you go.
So yeah, 2009, 2008-ish.
Yeah.
And so Stefano started telling us about hardcourt, and we're like, I don't know about this.
The Italian stallion.
Yeah. The Italian cowboy.
Yeah.
And so we, I mean, Colin Kimball was the first hardcourt guy that pushed hardcourt when he got here. Like he contacted us and he's like, "Do you guys play hardcourt?" And we're like, "Well, we're thinking about it." So he came out and kind of showed us the ropes. There was
Zane came on the scene.
Yeah, Zane, and
Dude from Cincinnati.
there was some hipsters playing hardcourt downtown.
Yeah, another group.
Stanley
group, yeah.
and
It was Stan. I think didn't Davey?
Yeah, Davey was probably part of that.
Luke McFarlane.
Luke and there's another guy, I cannot think of his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So
yeah, completely other group.
Yeah,
right?
we kind of saw that they were playing hardcore, so we tried to show up to some of their stuff, and like they were not that organized, and so like we could never find a game.
Oh,
so we just did our own thing.
Yeah.
Over at Liberty Park on that awesome court. That was a whole
super awesome.
Super awesome trashy court.
I live right across the street.
Because we didn't get kicked out of there.
First I was
playing. And so like I said, Colin was the first one to kind of get us going. And it was funny when we transitioned from grass to hardcourt. Like we were like zipping all over the court, and these hardcourt guys are like, "What the crap are you doing?" And we're like, "Dude, this surface is super easy to pedal on."
Did you guys, when you were playing at the very first, were people playing like you guys were playing when I started playing with you?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that people were aggressive.
Yeah, I mean,
like because when we went to that tournament, they were like, "What are people doing?" And I was like,
we play Polo to win.
Yeah,
and the
so
Boxwood company
that's
was like,
that's a good segue. So let's talk about your first hardcore tournament.
Grass, and it was in Carbondale.
I think Glenwood Springs.
Glenwood Springs, that's right.
Let's do both first, because your first grass and first hardcore, right? So,
that was our first major tournament. Was a grass tournament in Glenwood Springs with Stomperillas.
And that's when you had the B.
Yeah, that's when we had our B shirts. And,
but the legit company showed up, Boxwood.
Yeah, Boxwood.
Like in their truck with a trailer with all the gear and kits and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And they wanted us playing with the official USA bike polo rules, which were like you had to stay in lines and you had to keep the ball on one side, and you had to say good show and stuff like that when you hit it. I mean, yeah. I have played those rules before.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't remember doing any of that.
No, we didn't.
Cheerio.
Boxwood wanted.
Done,
Boxwood was crying about how.
No,
we were
I
playing.
remember. But then they had those people on their team that were like, "Yeah, I'm in. Let's do this."
Yeah.
And it ended up being a blast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pause for 1 second
Check the battery.
to double check everything, to make sure everything's good. All right, good. We're good. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, let's talk about your first hardcore bike polo tournament.
The first legit one had to have been the Golden Spike.
Was that
No. Did we? Yeah, we went to the Desert Polo.
Oh, that
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you went the year before.
2011.
We went.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah, whatever Danny
Tempe.
says. That was
Tempe.
cool. Like me, Stefano, Danny, and Craig.
Oh my gosh.
Child.
He went? I
Yeah.
don't think he did. You sure? There was only 3 people.
You sure?
He went to Glenwood.
Oh, that's
with
right.
us,
He went to
and Earl
Glenwood.
went to Glenwood with us.
Yeah, my bad. Craig wasn't there. So we showed up to Tempe, and we'd been playing hardcore for like a year, and we thought, oh yeah, we got this. We're fast, and we showed up, and our minds were a little bit blown because we played these like kids first game, and these kids were like savants and like schooled us, and we were like, what the crap?
Was it the first game?
Yeah, it was our first game of the tournament. They put us on the kids, and kind of blew our minds. So we were like, okay, this is on, and we played hard and made it to Sunday and almost beat one of the Portland teams Sunday. Like it came down to sudden death.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Kind of a learning experience.
The fun thing was the accommodations. Mike Treader put us up.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it was like wall to wall. You literally, I remember being like, I got this. I'm like, in the
Yeah,
living room.
it was pretty tight.
It was awesome. It was
In a small
wonderful.
house.
That's crazy. A
Um,
really funny thing I think is because we went the year right after that,
yeah.
and I mean we literally had the same experience where it's just like, oh, we're like, we're like the best players in Salt Lake. You're gonna go and, like school all these people, and you just immediately it's just like, nope. Like sit down.
Sit down.
And we
boy,
knew
you don't know
no
what you're doing.
rules. We knew 0 rules.
Well, like we started playing back when the rules were "Don't be a dick."
Right. That was
And-
like the only rule we
then,
ever had
and
in
then
Salt Lake.
I think that the
In the
rules
beginning.
that have
Perfect.
evolved
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they keep it safe. I think they keep the game moving.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about rules. All I remember is, like, tournament play, you go so much harder, and I kept just wrecking hard. I was so bloody.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I just remember this being just my whole side would be like, I get it, and then just, no, it just fell, dude.
Yeah, I think by the end of that tournament, like, we were literally so tired. Like, just so tired.
Well, I know
like,
it was
we
hot.
Just couldn't.
Well,
it was so hot, too.
Well, you're in the parking
so
lot,
freaking,
like,
yeah, that church parking lot.
Bring that twig over here.
It's so freaking hot. And I was like, I remember we had this really easy game, like one of our easy games, and like I couldn't score because I was just so tired. I was just like, oh my god, I can't even shoot.
We thought we had
like,
an easy game, and these this heavy dude on
Brandon.
a bike. Was it Brandon?
Same. It had to be the same dude. Because we had the same thing. He's Brandon from Colorado.
No, this dude was from Tempe.
Oh, he's from Tempe. Oh, well, yeah.
And
maybe it was one of the dads.
The Boyds.
It wasn't Boyd's, because that's the kid and the old
Yeah.
man.
He was one of the 3 kids that were going on.
No, it wasn't him. Anyways, like this team that were like, okay, we should be able to get the win here. Those guys came out and stomped the I mean, it was good. It was good to be humbled like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think that specific tournament, like, humbled our club so much that even Jimmy took apart his bike, like remade it, like he was riding fixed, I think, during that time.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Fuck fixed," like it changed the dynamics
It's funny
of our
to
club
see
so much.
See the.
I don't think there were any Polo specific bikes, were there?
Yeah, there was.
At that point,
the Bruiser.
the
Bruiser and.
I think maybe the Joust. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, Bruiser and the Joust.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Super fond memories of Desert Polo Invite.
Yeah.
Super rad tournament.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's like maybe your favorite tournaments that you've been in so far.
Oh, hands down the one that we won. Wasn't it us 3?
It was.
Yeah.
Greatest day of my life!
Yeah.
That was it. That had to be it.
Golden
Because we should have been
Golden
beaten.
Spike, yeah.
And I can't remember. It wasn't
We had
Golden
the
Spike.
crowd.
We had the crowd
We had the
behind
home
us.
crowd.
The other team was.
And I mean, it was a legit Vegas team, and it was fun. It was like people cheering and really crappy boards, and they were made up the court. And Skylar was like on the mic, like calling the game,
that's right,
and I mean, people were coming in off the street cheering. There was banners,
Squirrels.
flags.
Park animals.
I am.
No, we were scaring them away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's probably the best polo tournament memory,
Yeah, we should have lost.
and we didn't.
Based on skill alone. The crowd lifted us above.
When was that? That was like 20.
I think it's on YouTube.
2013
Somebody put that on YouTube.
or
It's been up for
something?
like years.
Oh, you have to
2013?
send me the link. Yeah, that sounds.
No idea what it is.
Something like
That sounds right. So, yeah, polo, Salt Lake.
that? Cool. All right, and then how about we'll kind of wrap it up, and then you just tell me why do you love polo? Like, what is still making you come every week?
Oh yeah, I think just the exercise, the riding the bike, playing a sport, and then there's always something to learn. You're never as good as you could be. So it's fun to just come, watch, play, hang out.
Heckle,
What's that?
heckle. I'm getting a lot better at heckling since
That's
I'm
not part of
getting
it.
not as good at playing.
That's not
The
part
full
of it.
experience,
You're just making
right?
people feel bad. Someone will go home, think about it for 2
Cry in their
days.
huge pillow.
You're like, why didn't I cover him harder? I should have pedaled faster. You have to
Exactly.
anticipate.
'Cause it's
Hop
pickup.
backwards. What the hell are you doing? That's just what I say to
You
myself.
know what? I need to work on your beard there, bro. You got like this part going on there.
All right, and then what about you, Chuck?
Competition. Good competition fix. Awesome people to hang out with. It's fun to have court that we can come to and not get kicked off of, chased out of by security guards, cops, or
Right.
There was a lot of pressure by the homeless.
homeless.
Just they weren't the demands. They wanted a lot more skill out there.
What are you talking about?
What? You remember being a pioneer ever?
Oh.
The people up against the fence, you gotta work! I'm like,
Oh yeah.
come on, get
real,
the ball!
The real hecklers. The
Yeah.
real hecklers,
Yeah.
Like banging on
The
the
Pioneer
fence.
homeless camps were heckling us at Pioneer.
For sure.
Uh, We had the Wall of Death that we played with.
Oh,
I think everyone
the-
has
everyone has the scar.
the scar, yeah, for sure.
I don't think I ever got a scar, but
That's crazy.
that was because probably I was pushing people into the Wall of Death.
Yeah, but you try to squeeze by people before T-boning was outlawed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to see the sport evolve from the don't be a dick rule to what we've got now and the organization. And
Yeah.